Hello, everyone. Jacen and Diana here from Hawthorne Union, and we are excited to talk to you today about our new coach training. New coach training has been something that's been very near and dear to my heart that I've wanted to do for a long time. This stems from my experience as becoming a new coach. My training was all right, but it didn't really give me everything that I need. I kind of felt lost after learning this amazing skill that I was so passionate about. After my training was completed, when I was getting into the continuing education, it was a little dry. It was boring. It was stale, which is kind of what inspired us in Hawthorne Union to become a continual coach educator. I thought talking about things like ethics and training didn't have to be draining or boring. Now that has come to fruition for one of my passions, which is to give other people our flavor of new coach training. And a lot of it comes from the idea that when I see coaching schools out there that are great, they either fall into one of two spectrums, which is, hey, they really work on transformational work with the client, or they really lean into the marketing side, the big business, which is you can have high ticket clients and it's so easy to get set up and the world is yours. I don't think that it has to be one or the other. I think there's a way that all these things can coexist. Diana, any thoughts you want to share on our kind of flavor of new coach training?
Yeah, it's that yes and. So, what does it mean to know coaching skills, which is just a useful skill as a person, as a leader, as a salesperson, as a worker. So even if you're not thinking that you will be a coach, though we as business owners encourage you to be thinking about your retirement and your future revenue streams. So whether you're just curious about what this is, or whether you're looking to enhance your skills as an internal coach or be an external coach. And we do have some amazing peers out there in education providing, and there's a school for everyone. So we encourage you to look into the diversity and the options out there. But what we felt was missing is that kind of business focused, how are you actually making money at this? So it's not just a hobby. What does this look like in a marketplace? Because there are certain things that we have to follow in order to be credentialed by the International Coaching Federation, which makes us better coaches. But oftentimes in the marketplace, that may not be what your clients are looking for. A lot of clients tend to prefer, especially in the business or executive context, that coaching, management, consulting hybrid, that and executive coaching doesn't necessarily sound as pure as what we learn for our exams. So people don't talk about that. People don't talk about the fact that, if you establish yourself as a business, whether that's a sole prop or an LLC, it's just a little bit of paperwork that you could actually count your new coach training as a business expense. So these are not things that people talk about. To Jacen's previous point, a lot of people get lost. They get lost in this, how do I actually get credentialed? Okay, now how do I make money? How do I put myself out there as a coach? So the thing is that at Hawthorne Union, we normally, because of that dry continuing education, we normally cover advanced coaching. So we take coaches all the way to the top levels of the ICF, which is Master Certified Coach and Advanced Team Credential. And so this launch is Jacen's passion, and it's the first time that we're going to the beginning of the cycle to just really support how do we help coach curious folks turn into coaches, and then having experience as internal coaches, contract coaches, and external coaches. And you don't have to know what that means, but basically we have worked the full life cycle of coaching, both in organizations and with individuals. So just having that experience and knowledge so that you feel like you're in community, you're having a good time, but that also you walk away with strategies on how to actually make money and either have this as a potential revenue stream for yourself, an actual revenue stream, or a full-time business.
Part of giving that realistic perspective is that when you think of that transformational work, that is excellent for a leader, that's excellent for an internal person. But as someone who's been an internal coach, both of us have, that navigating those relationships and the expectations, when normally as an external coach, when you're done with your client, you're like, all right, see you later. But when you're an internal coach, there's different dynamics at play that put challenges for you to stay with the ICF. And when you're an external coach, you want to stick with the ICF. But in order to become profitable or marketable, most people don't ask about your ICF credential. They want to know, can you fix my problem? If I'm a marketer, if I'm an entrepreneur, I need an entrepreneur coach. And the ICF teaches you that, hey, the way that you coach isn't necessarily you have to be the subject matter expert. And we try to bring all those together in a nice little salad bar of options that you can choose from to put together your specific craft. And we're going to do it in a realistic and practical way that shows you how you can be successful. And that's what excites me so much about this launch, because I think that we have absolutely nailed it. And we are going to be able to provide you this stuff in a fun and interesting way.
We just feel like if you're learning, it should be fun. So, from aspects, there's a lot of practice, there's a lot of demonstrations. Unfortunately, some coaching schools out there, it's mostly lecture. But the thing is if you're watching a lecture, you might as well watch a YouTube video. It needs to be interactive. You need to be practicing. It can feel scary to practice new skills, but that's so important. We also have just fun things that you'll use as a coach. So, assessments, whether it's Lego Serious Play, talking a bit about the difference between group and teams. So in addition to teaching you the foundations so that you can, though this is an ACC program, so it's that first 60 hours, experienced coaches are welcome. You can use this to get to the PCC level if you've already taken your ACC training. So we will really be focused on kind of getting you to that PCC level. If you're already a PCC, then we'll focus the mentoring on getting you to that MCC level. So essentially, this is our full kind of life cycle of coaching and coach support. And then we want you to feel as part of a community and that you're able to actually apply the skills that you're learning in real time. We don't want education to just be esoteric or academic, but figure out like, how are you actually doing this? And that will come with practice session, practice clients, demos, things like that. So we're excited to launch this. It's essentially the new coach training experience that we wish that we had. New coach training is a significant investment. So we intentionally have discounted and provided a referral incentive for this first cohort. So we'd love for you to join us.
Yeah, it's an investment. We are so happy and proud of the work that we've done, and I can't wait for you to check it out. We're looking forward to joining with you.